Hello. Thinking what I might say today, I thought I might call it Roy's 5-minute ramble. I begin by saying a big thank you to the core leadership for introducing the various techie bits that help us keep informed and uplifted during these rather trying times. To Adrian and Claire in particular for their weekly podcasts, and then to the rest of the team for all the innovations from the Facebook pages to setting up the Zoom so we can still have our Costa prayer meeting on Thursday morning. If you would like to join us each Thursday morning on Zoom, just let Adrian know. It was Adrian's very thought-provoking podcast the other Sunday which prompted my thoughts. When I thought about Adrian's tree and branch and fruit illustration, it led me to think about generations in our church. The tree being our forefathers, the branch being us, and the fruit our younger people. My mind went back many years when I lived at home with my parents, and on the wall in the living room we did, as so many others of that generation did, we had an embroidered text. I remember it today. It would have been taken from the King James Version of the Bible because there was no other in those days. All those years ago, perhaps over 70 years, yet it's absolutely relevant for today. It came from Romans 8 and simply said, all things work together for good to those who love God. Now, if that's not a promise we can claim today, I don't know what is. Then my old rambling mind jumped to the current generation, our young people in our church. In recent days, a song, I think it's the singing company who sing it, and the chorus goes, I'm in his hands. It's an old chorus that's been reintroduced and it's jumped the generations. Over the past days, it keeps popping into my mind, and the first verse of the original song says, I shall not fear, though darkened clouds may gather round me, the God I serve is one who cares and understands. Although the storms I face will threaten to confound me, of this I am assured, I'm in his hands. And then just imagine with me the singing company singing, perhaps with actions, the chorus, I'm in his hands, I'm in his hands, whate'er the future holds, I'm in his hands. The days I cannot see have all been planned for me. His way is best, you see. I'm in his hands. If you want to read the verses of the song, it's song number 848. I suspect that this might have been written during World War II, but is relevant for today if ever there was one. I'm in his hands, the song says. And you know, I don't believe that COVID-19 has caught God by surprise. But unfortunately, he has to pick up the pieces after men mess up. Throughout the Bible, people who have suffered far worse than we have claimed help and hope for their particular circumstances and come back to the knowledge that God is still on the throne. He promises this in a paraphrase of Isaiah 43, where it says, do not be afraid, you are my people. We belong together. I have called you by name. When you are out of your depth, I am still with you. When the waters are rough, you will not sink. Because I am God, you cannot sink beyond my care. I will always sustain you on the journey of life. So do not be afraid. I am with you each day. So in the current situation, let's not forget we're in his hands. I finish with this thought. We are blessed at the SIT by being part of such a wonderful, loving group. Let's remember this week is the most significant week for us as followers of Jesus. Even in our isolation, we can come together in spirit to make this week, and in particular Good Friday and Easter Sunday, spiritually extra special. Thank you for listening. Keep safe, keep well.